Chechi, Keshav, you are dealing with the wrong person here. Okay? And the chat, everyone who is joining right now on the channel, hello, welcome. This is our Marco spoiler discussion. I'm Nona Prince, by the way. I'm joined by Smita Chechi from I Just React and Review and Keshav from All Things Cinema Podcast.
Yo.
I got it right.
Yes.
Their channel links are in the description, guys. Check out their reviews of Marco. If you haven't seen mine, that's fine. But if you have, nice to see you here. But we will get into the spoilers, guys. I don't know what spoiler is there for such film with like brutal violence, which has to be experienced, honestly. But we'll we'll give you a spoiler alert. There's a spoiler warning on screen right now. Let us know how's the audio of the video. We are late. Sorry for that. I got late. And the poll is in the chat. How would you rate Marco? Amazing, average, thumbs down, or Pushpa 2?
Now, what is Pushpa 2? That has to be the answer.
Thank you, Shrikesh. It's all good. Okay. I'm making you a moderator, so you can see everything in the chat is fine. 91 people watching, guys. Only 29 likes. So if you can increase that like so more people can join us for this discussion, that'll be great. Definitely check out both their channels and their reviews from Marco if you haven't. And we do this often with on Keshav's channel, also on Chichi's channel. Also, we'll be doing more things in the future before the year ends. So
yes,
that's oh my god. Manmohan Singh passed away?
What?
Yeah, someone in the...
Please don't play with us like that.
I think I saw it trending somewhere, but I didn't realize that.
I'll check in Twitter.
I also saw on Twitter, but मैं scroll कर रहा था तो I didn't really focus on the caption, but it said history will remember me, something like that, and I was like,
yeah, that is his line. I think he made long.
Yeah.
But,
I saw admitted
nowadays
to
you cannot really like take anyone's word until it's confirmed by yes. Okay, my father in the chat says yes, he's no more. Okay, so yes, sorry guys, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is not a place to say anything more about his work and all.
Yeah,
not a right platform today. So let's talk about the violence on the other side in this film. Not a great segue, I understand. But guys,
segue.
Sorry. You can let us know your thoughts, your questions, whatever your talk about Marco is in the chat. And let's begin, because I don't think I'm not even sure what are your overall thoughts, but let's go with it. First, Keshav.
I want to know because I have not seen either of your reviews, so,
yeah, so
I would love to know. Yeah.
With that amazing mustache.
Thank you for hyping that up. Okay, I went for the movie just day before, and I had absolutely no idea what it's about, because as usual, I go for movies without watching trailers. And nice. I was not really aware of the fact that, they have marketed it as the most violent film ever and all that. So I went with a blank canvas, and but at the same time I was also aware that I'm going for a Malayalam film. So it doesn't matter how much violent there should be, like doesn't matter how much style as well, there should be substance, because we have spent last few years reviewing such amazing stuff from Malayalam industry that you start to expect quality stuff coming out of there. So by the time it started and all, establishing, so first half is slightly slower than second half. So by the time we reached the interval point, I was not really as much into it as I wanted to be, because of being a real Malayalam cinema fanatic. But by the time it ended, I kind of understood that, but what I really felt was, okay, Malayalam cinema had to come to this party sooner or later. The kind of cinema which is being made in the country right now, which is bringing footfall in box office collection. We have seen the success of Animal, we have seen the success of KGF, Pushpa and stuff like that, with a lot of violence. And sooner or later, Malayalam cinema had to join the party. Now, if this is the beginning of them exploring this genre, I am all for it. This is what I said in my review, that it will only get better and better. Because technically, this film has some really, really amazing things happening on screen. Visually, it's very rich. But as Nona also said, in terms of spoiler, there's not much to give away story-wise and all that. So on those aspects and on those fronts, I think there's a lot to improve upon. And I'm sure, as we move forward, Malayalam cinema is the one where you can expect things to improve in this genre, rather than, coming down like we have seen with Bagi 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that.
By the way, guys, I saw some messages saying why so late? It's an adult film, so you couldn't come early. You have to come post prime time when kids are asleep.
So the kids were not asleep in the movie, the kids' character.
Yeah, so I read the censor certificate. They said that they need to get like a signed document from the parents saying that kids were treated well on the set.
Okay.
So they were not trouble. So they had to submit that to get the censorship. But Chechi?
Before I say what I felt, but I just want to know, because you're talking about the censorship, do we know how many cuts? Of course, it got the A certification, but do we know how many cuts that they had to? We have to go
what
through?
I saw in the censor certificate, not I don't know certificate or it says cuts and it says completed. So I think they were asked a few shots, close-ups of the dead body or the face of a child, something like that were there. But I don't think there's moments where they kind of zoomed in or didn't show that cut, zoomed in version or the direct slash or something like that, maybe.
Okay.
But I don't think they're sequences which are cut out.
Somebody put a comment on my review that on OTT they'll be releasing 7.5 minutes of extra footage.
They have been saying this for most films, that extra will be released. But the thing is, OTTs nowadays, they have self-censored. So they are saying we'll not put out anything which is not passed by the censor certificate. So if you want to add additional scenes, go to censor again. If they pass it, then we'll put it out. You don't want to take risk of putting out extra stuff and then something goes wrong and we end up in trouble. So I don't think that's going to happen. Because for Animal also, he said that. Sandeep Adivanga said that didn't happen. Even recently for other films also, someone said, which was that film? Some other film they said they're going to release extra scenes, but that didn't happen. Unless it's like a normal film where the extra scenes are just like comedy or something like that.
But there was a film recently that Nona told
even
that you...
Kill said the extra scenes were there, but they didn't
in one of our live streams, you told me, right, that you were one of the lucky ones who got to see the...
Miadagan.
So that had
No, that also didn't get... Because I just watched the round table and the director said that for OTT they couldn't put out the original
full version.
So the deleted scenes are on YouTube. So, but that's not... It's like you have to download the film, ask me where the cut is, put those deleted scenes there and then watch the film.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Okay, so coming back to how I felt watching
just
the
before
film.
you start, guys, if you have some questions or something you guys want to, want us to talk about, just add a Q dash in front of your chat. So, it'll be easy for me to understand which one is the question. Yeah, continue, Chachi.
So for me,
and hit that like button.
I think we had this conversation, because you had already watched the film and I was going a little bit later. So you said go with an open mind. And I said that, okay, you know what? I am okay with witnessing the gore and the violence and all of that. But in my review also, I say the same thing, that it's a template that we know the storyline is like a very basic family revenge plot, which I'm okay with because I felt that they executed the action really well. I think the action and the violence was the center point here, which is very unlike, like Keshav also said, in Malayalam films where, the story and the plot is the center focal point and the whole world building and everything is built around that. But here it was sort of like flipped. And for people who we are exposed to a certain kind of cinema when it comes to Malayalam films. So we the expectation is a little different. which was same with me as well. But I think that this movie overall did its job. Because that's a shock value, promoting it, and they promoted it right. They were not going like, oh, we are bringing something very out of the box. They're like, we are making the most violent film, so yeah, here it is. So I think they were very straightforward with the marketing also. They got the shock value. They got the execution right in terms of stylizing. Visually, it's stunning. Couple of action sequences are just so good. I mean, the staircase action sequence, I'm not able to get it out of my head. Then when the family gets slaughtered, that is just so traumatic to watch. Like, they did not hold back, and I like that. The fact that they did not hold back, they're like, okay, fine, you know what, we are giving you a simple plot, but here it is. Here is the execution. We are going all out on that. So I think that way they did really well in terms of presenting the film for what it was. So yeah, so it's okay. I think I'm not going to be anal about ki, oh, acha, the plot is not there. No, I needed content. I needed substance. It's just that, yeah, it was not there, but it's fine for me because rest of the things make up for it.
Okay. A lot of questions coming in. One is that this week even M.T. Vasudevan Nair passed away, the legendary writer director. So R.I.P. There'll be extended version. People are saying, but again, guys, what I've past 3-4 films it has happened that they say that, but it doesn't happen because we don't want to take a risk. They are saying it's 7 minutes cut out, but it's not about action. It's about extra character introduction and everything.
I would love that because that's what is missing from the film. Like, more depth in the characters.
Siddique is saying January dubbed version will be released. And I think from there I want to talk about how the film is getting so much traction. Like I'm seeing big channels who usually don't talk about Malayalam cinema, they are talking about the film. And I think the violence is so much is that everyone nowadays talks about that. So it's like suddenly animals, nothing in front of it, and kill is nothing. Like, no one's talking about kill. They're talking about animal only.
Animal, the comparison is animal part. But that's amazing, right? Because the kind of marketing, the exposure that this film is getting, because it's getting compared to Animal, and Animal had a lot of violence, and to say that Animal is like nothing in front of this film, so that is definitely going to grab eyeballs, right? Because Animal itself was such like a discussed, polarized kind of film. People were completely divided on it. So if you tag that movie and you put a comparison, obviously the other film is going to get that eyeball.
I think even what Keshav was saying about this is a film crossing over, like as this is Malayalam versions putting out a action oriented like a thriller. You can call it a massy thriller, more stylish, I would say.
Action thriller,
and it's reaching. I think maybe this is the way to reach. This is the way to go in that 200, 400, 500, 600. Go pan India. Maybe this is the film. I don't know. It's still too early to say anything. Marco is outright disgusting. Okay.
But
Kill is also nothing. Okay.
It will disgust you. Like you'll be. I mean, you need an appetite to watch this film. I mean, visually, you will be so traumatized.
Speaking of stylish action thrillers, they also made Talumala. So that was,
that is one of the questions actually asked by.
That's where the standard was set in
Dinesh Kumar.
terms of visual appeal and all that. So if you compare it with that, it does stand right up there.
Yeah.
But I thought Talumala had more substance than this one, like in terms of depth and
for sure.
storytelling. And
a lot of questions coming in about the staircase scene. Any of you have seen Mikhael movie? This is a kind of.
No, I have not.
Someone's calling it soft reboot. Someone's saying a spin-off.
But I want to know, Nona, why? Because I have not seen your review also. So what's so controversial about the review?
Coming.
You're coming, then I know.
I literally.
I'm so interested to know.
Like literally, I didn't. I expected it that I will get kind of. Maybe because I'm having a different opinion on the film, I'll get some backlash.
Okay.
But to the extent I was not expecting. But
I think the backlash was also because he gave a good review for Pushpa.
Yeah.
Before that.
That is very typical that you liked a film we didn't and you dislike a film we did, that means you are wrong, or they just
Somebody
attack
wrote
you
in
for
the
that.
comments, Nona emotionally connected to
Yeah,
Pushpa 2.
and I still agree to that. Like I
So-
can defend that to death. It's easy for me to do that.
Someone wrote, Psycho Gaming writes, Nona emotionally connected to Pushpa 2.
Okay, a lot of guys, come on. We put a question mark. That'll be easy. We talked about Thalumal. Okay. So basically, let me put it straight. There's one thing of saying the plot was not there or plot was simple, and the other thing where its writing is just all over the place. There's not making any sense.
Okay.
So my thing is that for me, I talked about the action was insane. It has definitely set a standard. Like the staircase fight scene, or even in terms of violence, I was shocked that this was past. I'm sitting in India and watching this film on a big screen, and what am I
Yeah.
watching? It shocked me, and I think that's the purpose of the film. It wants to shock you. That's what they have been marketing. That's what they were going for. I
Yeah.
totally understand all of that, but the point is, one thing why I enjoyed Kill a lot, and why I think who was it in the chat? They talked about is the movie glorifying violence? Question mark. Is it more violent than Kill movie? So why I bring Kill is that in Kill, what they did right with violence is that they limited, first of all, that each person he is killing matters. It's not that there are 15-20 people coming every time and he's just killing all of them, then he moves to more 20 people, more 20 people. They are not faceless people. They matter. Each person has a kind of a character. We may not know his character, but he's there. He's different than the other person is killing. So that they get it really well. And the other is that the moment he goes insane, you guys have seen Kill, right?
Yeah.
So the moment, like, there's a tipping point for him. The spoilers, guys, for Kill. The moment his girlfriend is killed, that's a tipping point. It's over. He's lost all his senses. He's gonna just kill everyone, all of that.
Yeah.
Then he's finished there. And the thing is that the whole film, logical in the film sense, it's making sense where he stops, where he doesn't stop, where he moves ahead. There's a screenplay to it. Take John Wick's example. It's the most simple story. His dog gets killed, he goes on a rampage. Very simple, but it's not that simple. The screenplay is still there. You set up in the beginning that his wife passed away, what that dog meant to him. And then circumstance came in the way, someone killed his dog, and now we get to slowly reveal his true identity, what he was, and then he goes on rampage. Now take Thalumala. People said in my comment section that you don't need plot, you don't need story, it's just action. That's what they gave. I'm like, Thalumala is a perfect example that action means amazing storytelling skills, where it's a non-linear storytelling.
Yeah.
You're just thrown off from the start, and it's the way it starts to connect. And the best moment of the film is a sequence where there's no action. The whole build up to the climax, where both they want to fight and they are just being friendly, but they think they are not being friendly, and it's a pressure cooker situation. It's an outstanding screenplay that without action you are feeling so tense. So there is screenplay there. My problem with Marco came where is that you have everything. You got the action right. You have everything with you to take a simple story. His brother got killed. That's enough. I don't need anything else. Don't give me any justification. His brother is killed. He comes. He says, I'll kill all of them. And the moment I find who killed him.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't do it. He waits. He's a very passive character. He's waiting for the villains to do something. And the writing for the villains is so weak. I used the word stupid in my review, but like, just try to figure out what they wanted to do. They wanted to take over their business. Am I right? They wanted to their property. That's what the thing was, that take the girl, give us property, gold, everything.
Yeah.
There are 10,000 ways to get that without going through what all that nonsense shenanigans you went through to get that. It's like, the thing is, the villain's objective is so weak that it feels like they're just there to create situation, and then Marco will kill them, and then you'll be rooting. Oh my god. So it's like a magician showing a trick, and you see the trick and it's so weak that it's not fun. The trick is not there.
I had so this was in my review, and then I edited it out later on about the villain because the review was getting too long. So what I also figured here is So people are comparing it with Animal, needlessly, but
Yeah.
sure they are. Now in Animal, we knew all the way that the final showdown will be between Ranbir and Bobby Deol at the end, which is like, the grand finale. Here, now the villain here, it starts with Russell, who kills his brother,
Yeah.
and his friend as well. Now you keep making Russell weaker, because first he hides behind the shield of his father,
Yeah.
Jagadish's character, and then later on in the last half an hour, some completely new villain comes out of the ashes from nowhere. Like they just show one scene from the flashback that
They knew each other. Yeah. Something like that.
just
Yeah.
like Marco was an outsider for that family, this
Yeah.
guy was also kind of an adopted whatever. So you keep making the OG killer weaker and weaker as we go to the end. So in that sense, if you don't have a proper antagonist going up against the protagonist and the build up towards the end, so by the time the final climax fight came, I had lost the appetite for, going through yet another sequence, because first of all, it didn't really have the same sort of adrenaline rush which the staircase fight had. And then so much of unrealistic stuff kept happening one after the other. Plus, you're also making the villain weaker. So, because of that, the enjoyable quotient kept coming down for me. Like I also pointed out one more thing in my review, that how is it even like 1% possible that just a newborn fetus is being,
I stopped the moment where they chopped off a hand and the blood is coming out, and that guy didn't forget dying. He didn't even pass out. So I stopped there thinking those things.
The audacity of Marco when he brings him in the car. You're talking about Anwar, right? His friend.
Anwar, yeah.
He puts him in the car, and now here I'm thinking that he's in a rush, so he'll probably be taking him to the hospital.
Yeah.
He comes here, sits, and then he smokes a cigar first.
And then he asks, do you feel the pain?
Yes. And then he goes out and starts killing the other people.
No. Faith, sorry. Rain stops.
Yeah.
The rain stops.
Rain stops. He
Then
goes,
he goes out.
Then he again asks. Then he shouts and asks.
Yeah.
Then he says, Anwar! And then he picks up the chainsaw.
That's still okay. I can still, for a second, believe that.
Yeah, Anwar is okay with that.
Yeah.
Anwar never complains. Please take
Anwar
me
is
to
very loyal, and he's fine with that. But how is it possible in any world or in any possible situation that a newborn fetus, literally, which has been, first of all, not didn't have a normal delivery, and then he's hung around like this here and there, and
it was not crying.
Acid,
it was not crying.
and around acid and all the surroundings, it can't survive like that.
See, those questions, I was like, okay, this is not making sense, but I was like, this is not. I'm not going there.
Yeah, even
this
I
is
was like,
kind of where the police is. He throws 2 grenades. No one I am not going in that scientific logic way itself.
Same.
My logic is, he said, I'll kill everyone. Okay. He takes that scene where he comes out of the car, then he uses the chainsaw, starts destroying. That's what I went in to watch. And I don't know why in my review people are saying, why you're expecting, what will he do, and you don't want action, you want dance, and I'm like, I never said that. I want him to kill everyone. He starts doing that. He goes to the Russell guy, and then the call comes, we have the girl. But you have his son.
Yeah.
He has a girl, you have his son. Do the trade. He lets him go. Then 15-20 minutes later in the film, he captures his father, he cuts his hand, and then uses him to trade the girl.
But
so what was that 15 minutes ago?
That happens in every film.
That is for impact.
So even the villain could have easily killed Marco.
Yeah.
He leaves him there.
Yeah. No, that is okay. That you are hyping up the hero, you are leaving him and he'll come out. But you're literally using the same technique. Use with the son. He called you, right? He called you, don't kill my son, and I have the daughter because.
Yeah.
Then use the son to trade. I thought intermission, and now he's gonna catch him and torture him and use him to. And then no. He reached there and then he goes there, gives a suitcase. Suddenly, oh, it's father's. Then we go in the flashback to show what that sequence was so. I mean, what he said, I'm bisexual. Something he said, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was.
I lost it there. First of all, he didn't even look like a menacing villain because of the stature he has, and he suits other characters a lot. He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
But here, like, I didn't really feel that sort of, the villainous kind of aura around him. And then he's like, "This is where I fuck chicks. Do you know what I mean?" And then he's like,
even boys, and
he's smothering Anwar, and he's like, I am a bisexual. Was it needed? Did it add any value to the? It was laughable at best.
I actually laughed in that scene. I literally laughed at that
I'm
scene.
looking at the chat and they're saying they're just making fun of it. We're just trying to explain the point is you need to create rules within your world. You cannot do that. You set up a villain like this and then anything is happening. That staircase, amazing fight sequence.
Yeah.
But the thing that ruins it for me is the beginning before what happens that and what happens after that. It has no consequence. It has zero consequence that he just goes, he kills those people, he goes on top and just the random girl is sitting.
Yeah.
It's smoking.
But it was a decoy.
No, but
he thought, he's going with the idea that he
catches that person.
He has the location and he's going.
And that also
he doesn't know some random sitting up.
That also establishes what Jagadish's character tells him. Use your brain sometime because he didn't use his brain at that time.
Exactly.
First of all, I want to talk about the guy he captures, right? That who attacks his brother.
Yeah.
What was that attack? And he runs off. Put us, throw an attack his sword, blast his car. What kind of gangster syndicate you are?
And everyone is stabbing here.
He just stabs in his stomach. And then he runs off.
Yeah, that
was as if Marco is standing there. No one was there.
I thought Siddique would die. I actually thought that he might just die and then he'll go completely berserk. Like that would be like the tipping point because brother is dead. Now
that's what I'm saying.
Younger brother is dead. The older is also dead because these are the two people who literally cared for Marco in the family, except the small kids, because the sister and rest of them, they're like, no, he's an outsider, so we really don't care about him. So Siddique and the actor who plays Victor, I don't know his name, I forgot.
Was it Sunny Wayne? Russell? It felt like Sunny Wayne, then I know it doesn't look like Sunny Wayne. So I was getting confused.
It was him, na?
Or I don't think it was Sunny Wayne.
Don't tell me.
Pushpa survived in a container for 30 days.
Oh, that is
that we'll never reach. See, I'll come to Pushpa. Okay, I'll come to Pushpa. Don't worry.
Guys, I have not seen Pushpa 1 as well. So please save all the attacks for Nona, not for me. Thanks.
We'll come to the pre-climax also. Wait.
No, so for me, I feel that's what I say in my review also, that, the plot is wafer thin. It's like simple revenge. You killed my family and then I am killing everyone. Where he said that he already made that announcement where he said that once I find who killed Victor, I'll kill everyone.
He did and he never did anything.
So the logic is that, Victor's last... Nishani, the sun is there, so I will not let anything happen. I'm not going to take a risk. But then, of course, the tipping point again comes where he is he's in shock when at the house, the entire family gets brutally, murdered. So that is the tipping point. Now he's like, up the family mar gaya. Now I'm killing everybody. I'm going insane with style. I'll take a bath. I will wear the shirt. I'll cut my hair. And then I'll go.
The point is, it's not just emotional. First of all, there's no emotions for whoever was killed in the family. I don't even know what that means to Marco, who those people be. They're just basically two scenes with the kid. They one scene with the kid, there's two scenes with the girlfriend. Like, there's no connection at all. It doesn't matter who they are killing. I didn't even recognize their face. I couldn't tell who's who, So it didn't matter.
That much I could recognize.
There were, I think, 7 kids before the. I don't know this. Is like it. See, the point is, they're very easy fixes. Honestly,
yeah.
Very easy fixes. like as I said, right? You should have used the son instead of the father. You know, just showed that after he saved the girl, instead of that staircase fight, now have it that now he's going after each syndicate member and killing them. Just have one after the other one, and while he's away, the family is attacked, and then he comes back and he sees everything, and then he go
I mean,
like
that's
it just
still okay. I'm still
simple
okay with
corrections
that.
in the story, which it still works. It makes it work.
Yeah, it works. But the fact that you're saying, okay, if his family was killed while he was away and then he comes back and gets the shop, yeah, that would have been great. But I feel that, okay, fine, he sees them get killed in front of him. And because he's completely stunned, he's not doing anything, right? He's getting beaten up and everybody's dying in front of his eyes. I think they just did it for the shock value so that he sees how they got killed, and that's why he goes completely berserk, because I thought that was the logic. Because if he would have been away and then come back, I feel that yes, logically it would have made sense.
See, the whole
but
point.
I don't think the impact would have been as much, like the personal impact that Marco would feel.
See, the point
That's
is
what I
when you
feel.
set up your hero, right? As in John Wick, you are saying he's the man who was sent to kill the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Then I need to see that he is so big that you guys cannot even lay a hand on him. It was so easy to first of all distract him, then they captured him, then he just fell for that thing which made no sense to me. That they have the girlfriend, but you have the son, use him as no. But later, 30 minutes later, he does the same thing. He catches that guy, he tortures him in the container. That guy is about to die. He tells him where the girl is. Okay, he leaves him there. He finally tells him where the girl is, and he kills him off. Then he goes to the staircase fight scene, kill all of them. He reaches on top. It was a whole plan. That villain literally set up 50 gundas so they die, and he just comes up and he say, "Arey, you don't have brains." And then he just there's no one. Why didn't you attack him and use that? I'll kill your leader if you don't give me the girl. Why didn't happen there? It would have still made more sense. Then him still leaving from there, having a cigar. Then we come to see him go in the flashback. Then he has gone. Like, these are so inefficient writing. To reach the same conclusion, it would have been such a streamlined process. Why I'm seeing extra scenes? Why there's a girlfriend there who has nothing? They just have 2 scenes. Oh, I love you, but we cannot be. Second is a breakup. You are a toxic man, and the third is like.
But this toxicity is my love, is what he says.
No, it's my obsession, is what he says.
It's like
my love and my obsession, something like that.
Template moments that, okay, we need to have a hero with the girlfriend, hero with the kid.
And I think we got, I think all 3 of us, we got more worked up knowing that we are watching a Malayalam film. Because I think that's the whole point. Because I say this in my review also, that yes, I understand while I'm saying this and recording this, it's putting the entire industry on a pedestal. But that's the benchmark that has been set. So I think, maybe we are being I don't know if people might call, they're being overcritical. They don't bash the other commercial films like that. So this and that. And like, for example, today I watched Baby John. Okay. And Terry, I have no point of comparison. Like, people who have watched Terry, they are comparing it. So, and for me, I was like, this is enjoyable. Because for me, the benchmark that has been set for Bollywood commercial films is something very different. So I went in with that expectation and I got what I expected. So I was like, this is enjoyable. Like, you can go with family and watch it. But when I'm walking in for a Malayalam film, maybe it's something that I shouldn't do personally. Your expectation is sky high, that, oh my God, I'm going to get something very different out of this particular film, even if it's an action film. So I don't know. I guess you said in the beginning that they had to reach this point.
Yeah, I think so. One of the reasons why we have this much expectation is because what we are used to in Malayalam cinema, what we have been catered for so long. Yeah. And secondly, so what I felt was, and I also mentioned this in my review, that with Malayalam cinema, even with this kind of film, you would have expected for them to explore the mind of that of anybody in the movie, that why is the extent of killing this this much? Like, okay, they have a gun, but they are using acid, they are using a chainsaw and stuff like that. Yeah. So what's going on in his mind? What made him this kind of a person that he's going to that brutal length to kill like that, because you can also kill with a gunshot, right?
Thank you.
And at the same time, you are watching a Malayalam film, so you expect these kind of things to be acknowledged as well. I have absolutely no problem with the violent. I am of the opinion that every kind of film should be made.
Same.
Every kind of character.
That's not even a question.
be-
Yeah.
I think we are appreciating that aspect of the
Yeah.
film, that okay, they have gone all guns blazing, they did not hold back, and which is a good thing, and they have done it right. I mean, it's like the way they have executed the gore and the violence, they have surpassed all industries for me, because they have done it so well and with whatever limited budget they have gotten. So that's where the excellence of their filmmaking also comes in forefront, where okay, yeah, they can do a stylized action film where they can go all guns blazing, and this is the output of the sequences. So for that, I don't think, like for Animal, for example, the violence was criticized so much that okay, what is the justification, what is this, there is no, why is he acting like this, he's a psycho, this, like it went into so much depth of the character. Here I don't think anybody has a problem with the action right now,
I think
and the gore.
even in the comments, right? Are his brother was killed. Are we are not questioning why he's killing them. My question is why he's not killing them. He should destroy everyone. That's what I want to see. You are setting it up for that. That's why is he waiting? Why is he waiting for the villains to do stupid things and then he'll do something stupid and then finally his family? Like I wanted Marco to do what he did, what happened to his family to someone else. That's my complaint.
Okay.
I'm saying he should have been there killing all the, the syndicate members like that, brutally. I wanted him unhinged. I didn't want him to be a good guy. Why? Oh, he's like they kind of put him as a great guy. He's a family man. Like, I don't want that. Go all out. I don't care. But the problem is you are saying all that, but you're not doing it. You're setting him up to be this man is, unhinged and everyone should be scared of him, but you're not doing any of it. You're not.
I think he becomes unhinged now. But now everybody is dead, right? He has the dog.
I'm
and
sorry,
the
even
baby.
that last scene, even not even unhinged. That is the weakest action sequence. His revenge for the family should have been so extreme. It's literally
that would have been crazy.
He just
na?
goes there and there's a machine gun there.
Oh, that
And he
was
just
crazy.
kills everyone. Like, I want each person there should have been slashed, should have been cut out. Like, this is where you give me the, you gave me the shock, now give me the satisfaction. That's what happened in Kill, right? I talked in my review that there were two ladies sitting behind me and they were screaming in joy when he was killing them.
Yeah.
Because you build it up so well. Here, when he killed the two at the end villains, even that is not even, satisfying. He just breaks his fingers and he just, something happens, then he saves the kid. Like, it's not fun. I'm saying action is, the problem is not action and violence.
Okay, let me put a question to both of you. What if the same movie was a non-Malayalam movie? Would we have, thought...
I'll just say one thing. For me, it has nothing to do with me Malayalam or not. I always say that even a bad film in Malayalam, the writing is good. It's a bit of nuance is always there, even in a massy commercial film. There's some, groundedness. And even in this film, I'm again saying the setting, everything they got right.
No, but
they just needed.
Don't you think that it's also our conditioning?
Yeah, for me, for sure.
I think this is the question which leads us to the Pushpa 2 and KGF, and people are saying logic in those films.
Yeah.
So Ashmita, if this was a Telugu film, would you have still had the same sort of after effects?
No, I think I would have been like, it's a
this is
commercial.
what they do, and
this is what they do.
Yeah.
I think because to be very honest, this is what I would have thought. And I just gave you the example of Baby John, right? Like, it was a fun watch today for me because it's like that is the expectation that was set. I went with a certain expectation, it was met. But I maybe then, I have to also kind of readjust maybe my expectation or be completely like, okay, go with a blank slate. Let's see what happens, which I usually do. But when you come to a particular industry, okay, I'm watching a Hindi film, I'm watching a Telugu film, I'm watching this and that. So that's where the expectation is set. So maybe, for me, definitely that's the case. And I always expect, like what Nona says, that the nuance in even if it's a simple plot, just the nuances in the character. Like, see, the plot can have loopholes, but even if they get the characters right, like you were talking about the psyche, or why he's like that, why the villains think like this and that, because they do this with a lot of their character writings. So even if that was there, yeah, it would have added a lot more in terms of emotions in the film.
Saurav is saying I expected more gore and violence. Look, he is still not satisfied.
But yeah, that's what Nona said, na? Like if
from the
this
hero,
is the level
from the
hero. So if this is the level of brutality that the villain did from the family, the hero should have been here.
Honestly,
right?
after the film, the villain did more brutality than the hero. Honestly.
And how much did you laugh at the fact that he uses his teeth in that interval?
This is what I wanted in Pushpa 2. When I saw that scene, I was like, yes, this is still realistic for me. This is how.
Is it?
Yeah, because see.
No, I'm not talking about tearing of the ear.
Then
I'm talking about when he has the knife. Killing everyone. Like
it's the execution, right? So it looks good. See, it's how you sort of your camera angle, how
you can say that sequence is kind of with the execution of him tied, and then he can. Yeah. It's similar to Pushpa, and I have that scene is not the problem.
Yeah.
The action sequence is not the problem. What comes before and what comes after is the problem. How it's connecting is the problem. That it's so big, it's not making any sense to me that it doesn't matter how great the action is. If the story, like it feels, if you doing amazing stuff, but it's like Zack Snyder syndrome. Everything looks amazing, this, that, but it's not making logic, It's not making sense. Amazing. Batman looks amazing. Superman looks amazing. The rain, the visuals, the iconography is outstanding. But story-wise, it's not making sense. It's not making any, and see, my this is not coming from this. Oh, I want to hate this film. I'm like, I wanted if just the story was little bit better, it would have been such a better film that I could have been promoting it like crazy. Everywhere I've been talking about this film. I cannot, and I'm feeling painful. Like that film is getting, a lot of loud noise. But is it for me? Is it justified? Do I, wish this film reaches? Of course it can. But I'm not, like behind it, promoting it. Like I promoted RRR, I promoted other Malayalam. I want to love a film and promote it to everyone. See, this is what we have made.
Yeah.
The action sequences are outstanding. But the writing is so weak that even the action, I cannot even tell everyone. I'll tell them, I'll cut, on YouTube when these cutout scenes, I don't know if you can come or not, just watch the action movements. It just becomes these clips. It's not a movie for me. That's the problem.
That's how you feel, obviously.
And I want to come to this Pushpa thing, KGF thing.
I have to watch it after this discussion. I have to watch your review.
First of all, in my review, I literally watched my review 2 times.
Okay.
When did I compare it with Pushpa 2? People are going crazy, Pushpa, how can you compare? I didn't compare. I talked about how in mass films, a hero is hyped up, like in Pushpa and KGF. They say, oh, hero is coming. We didn't see the hero do something, which is justified why they were hyping him up. Or you can do opposite. That you build him up and he's actually nothing. That's kind of a, like a subversion.
Yeah.
Both can give you high. But you cannot have that you build up the hero and nothing then. एक line है ना मिर्जापुर.
He does so many things. Like I feel they build up Marco and he's doing what he's supposed to do.
See,
right?
The first the introduction we get when he kills the dogs is just an intro to what he can do. He was kidnapped mistakenly, I guess.
Yeah.
Then the action scene we get, he's being like planned by the villains and he's falling for them.
Yeah.
Then he gets captured. Like still we don't get a moment where he just, and then his friend get this and then they leave him and then he comes out and I'll kill them all. And then also he doesn't kill them all. It's not giving me, like एक मिर्जापुर का डायलॉग है. मिर्जापुर का डायलॉग है, गरम करके ठंडा छोड़ दिया. मतलब literally I want now, yes, come on. And then it leaves me. And then he comes, then he does that amazing action sequence in the staircase. And then it's what? It's all, it's nothing. It's no point of that action sequence at the end should have been that he saved the girl. It would have been satisfying that he did it. No, it's stupid. And then later we find out, oh, it was just about cutting a hand and giving it to the guy and bringing the girl. So easy. Like, the planning of the stakes where
I
you
do like how
go through the
Jagdish's
struggle.
character dies, though. I do like how his character dies.
Matlab, it's like,
हमको ऐसे ही मरना चाहिए था.
A lot of Hollywood West references as well. Like, what did you think about the Joker thing?
that was so in the face, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, but
Well,
I
literally
was
not even a reference. It was
baffling.
literally word to word taken, the
also,
same
Yeah.
line.
to be fair to them, if you read the disclaimer before the movie, they did have it in the disclaimer that this is an inspired piece of work by other films and all. So
That is very obvious.
Then I thought, and so they did the Joker thing, and then the way you are saying that Jagdish's character dies, that's again I think inspired out of Breaking Bad, because one of the main villain characters dies like that, sitting in a
Okay.
chair on a bomb. So and one comment that I really that cracked me up was, I think Abhishek said Marco's family gets butchered and he's like, get ready with me, guys.
See, I always say, if you want to look at just imagine if this character was real. Would he, with that violence, go and have a bath and cut his hair and then suit up and to go kill the guy? Like that's simple understanding. Just imagine if this character was real, would he do that? That's how it's a way to look at it. And even if you look at the characteristic, what is the characteristic?
Nona, realism left chat long ago.
Yeah, but I
No,
feel
I'm not talking about realism. I'm saying
I can feel Nona's pain. I can feel Nona's pain.
If this situation is present, will a character? That's how you imagine, right? While you're writing, how will the character go?
Yeah.
And okay, coming back to Pushpa, this and that. Again, they very well set it up what kind of film they are making from the start. Okay, they at least there is a character of Allu Arjun is playing
But
a
that
character
way-
called Pushpa.
But that way, even Marco makers also.
No, but the story is not making any sense. Right? Tell me in KGF and
no.
Pushpa
What
or
I'm saying is they marketed
Setting up a character. Yeah.
They marketed Marco also as just an out and out violent film.
That's
what people are saying in the
Yeah.
comments,
It's
that they never promised you any
violent
story or
cinema.
something.
Cinema, you're calling it violent cinema, right? Cinema means to have characters and
Correct.
story.
Yeah, I feel.
What's his characteristic?
I can feel Nona's passion. Like he really wanted to love this film. I can feel that.
See,
like he's like, I want
See,
to
if
love
this
this, but
passion
I
was not
can't.
there, I would not be making videos, right?
Of course.
I wouldn't care what they showed. Arey, great action, amazing, maza aa gaya, chalo ghar chale. No,
The problem is Ganesh is saying if this was a Hollywood movie, Nona will not have a problem with that. So I
oh
think
my
that this
god!
is where people have
You know
got
how
wrong.
many films I have in Hollywood also where the story makes no sense. I've talked about. It's like selective, right? What you want to take, what you don't want to take. Pushpa.
And it's also
See-
like, I think in the comments, Pushpa fans will not like Marco and Marco fans will not like Pushpa. That's also pretty much there.
See, my point is, in Pushpa, at least the story is making sense. He is Pushpa, he can do anything, but at least there is a struggle of how he reaches from point A to point B. Why point A, point B happens? Why point C has to happen? Why everything has a beat, has a
There are a
proper
lot of illogical
explanation?
things in Pushpa also.
How?
It's
Like
not
how?
Like full,
Illogical
like
as
the
in
first- I'll
scientific
tell you.
illogical, how we talked in
No,
Marco?
not scientific. In terms of screenplay, also like the first whole sequence when Pushpa is there in the container, like with the Japanese.
That we never come to that. No,
What
we'll
is
come to
that?
that in part 3. That is
Ah,
kind
so-
of
But that is your justification. Just if you see it as a film, like they have never said that it's for part 3, right? There's no connection whatsoever. So everybody can nitpick, is what I'm saying. Then the teeth flying. He's literally flying. He doesn't have superpowers. So
Teeth flying?
When he's killing, his hands
Climax.
are tied.
Okay, climax.
Climax scene. His hands are tied. His legs are tied. That I was literally laughing. I was like, okay, I know the makers are trying to make him look badass, but this, like for me also, that did not make sense at all. At all.
Again, you're talking about an action sequence.
Yeah,
Even
but
in
Pushpa-
even in
Pushpa is
Marco,
not a
even in
superhero.
Marco climax, he runs towards them, he jumps over them, walks over them.
Correct.
I'm not questioning that. He's a hero, he can do that. And this film didn't even say throughout the film, they keep it very grounded. I'm saying it's still the action sequence you're saying, but I'm saying they established the first part also. He's Pushpa, he can, without looking, hands tied, he's running in the jungle and beating everyone. It's very much established in part 1 also that he's the guy. He's a kind of a demigod. He can do it. I'm saying but from why he goes there, why he does it, what's the point of doing it? At least that is making sense. You know,
And you have seen Michael? Because maybe
no,
there is some
I have not seen
explanation.
Michael. No, people have told me there's not really any connection there. It's kind of, they said it's kind of a soft reboot in a sense. Okay, Ganesh asked, did you guys enjoy the pre-climax violence in the movie? For me, it turned into a snuff film from there on. It felt forced to justify the hype about gore and violence in the film. What is snuff?
Which is the comment? Wait, let me just check. Is it a बहुत ऊपर है क्या?
But did you guys enjoy the pre-climax violence, that family killing scene? That's what he's asking.
Story-wise, it didn't work for me. But just in the sake of violence and where it took it to, like, I was pretty shocked.
Yeah, even I was shocked. Like, it was shocking.
I liked how unhinged they were into making that sequence. Like, they didn't back down.
I would have wanted that to be the interval block. Like, just
I thought
everyone.
that's over. The film ends there, and they're setting part 2 where he's gonna come back.
Oh, that would have been great as well.
But
But I would have liked that to be the interval, because that would have just garnered like silence. Like, it doesn't have to be the interval where he with the chainsaw and all of that. You get that whole setup. I was like, theek hai, acha interval block. But when I saw that scene, the family getting murdered, I said this would have been like a crazy interval block where people would have been shocked. Like, they would not have moved from their seats if this was
but
the
I think
block.
But that could have also led to people like not in, like, this is too much and they're leaving the theater. So maybe that's why they kept it at the end. That could be. NK Creation says Marco could have been improved just 1-2 scenes. I'm saying it, even forget shooting extra scenes, just some editing choices, you can still, salvage it, and story wise becomes better and everything works. It's very.
You should do a video, Nona. I would love to see that video.
I cannot take more hate. Already I'm being.
No. It will be such an interesting experience. The how it ends. The I don't know. I forget the creator. How it was supposed to end. How it should have ended. The animation that there's a channel, right? Mm-hmm. How it should have ended, where all the superhero endings we see.
Yeah,
Harry
but
Potter.
that is kind of more funny, right?
That's funny, but you can also say how it should have.
Aura says, how the hell the villain guy grow his hair back after the temple scene? It's talking about Pushpa.
Oh, achha,
in the temple scene, we find out Rashmika is pregnant. In the climax scene, she already has a big stomach. First part. Second, in Marco, we didn't get a scene. Siddique, when they get the girl, she's a very little tummy. Yeah. And it's like maybe 2 or 3 months. I don't know how much. And then he says, you guys go somewhere safe.
Yeah.
We cut to the villains, him bringing the butcher. We cut back. I don't know how much time has passed. Suddenly she has to deliver now and they are at home only. And Siddique says, my home is unformidable. No one can come here. And the next scene is people break in. Like,
but there are premature deliveries as well in 6th or 7th month.
No, but the beginning, when we see her come back, she doesn't have a big stomach like she has during the climax. So maybe they did a time jump. It wasn't clear.
I think it's a time jump. I mean, obviously it has to be a time skip, right?
See, at the interval block, when he got Russell, I was like, oh, he has got the killer. What's going to happen now? The movie should end here. And then when they bring in that his father has kidnapped the pregnant girl, then the family also ponders that what if this is again a bait and she's actually not pregnant and she has sided with them now.
Yeah.
So I thought that would also have been a pretty interesting plot line. If she would have and nobody talked about the bastard child out of wedlock. that was pretty refreshing for me.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting that to be addressed somewhere here or there. Maybe some auntie in the family who would be like, how can we just,
accept.
How are we okay with this and all that kind of stuff. But that was refreshing to not, have that kind of.
Question compared to what the villains did to Marco's family, the climax sequence where Marco confronts those two felt very underwhelming. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what you said, no? It should have been even more brutal. Yeah. Like, Marco should have gone completely like, okay, killing with a machine gun is I would say it's still an easy death to the people.
Still people see the point that you are bringing Pushpa 2 in the talk about Marco, that says it that you don't have anything else to defend. So you are trying to put Pushpa down, say you like Pushpa, see this is wrong in Pushpa, this is wrong in Pushpa, it's okay. Like if that's the defense, then
why are people so much talking about Pushpa? You mentioned. I'm sure I have to
See,
watch a review.
it's
Did
only
you
in
compare
my
it with
rev-
Pushpa?
That's what I didn't
back
do.
to back. Because of
I-
the timing. It's
I-
back to back.
No, I talked about Pushpa in the reference ki mass movies. They hype up
Acha.
their heroes like KGF and Pushpa.
Acha.
You know, and then they deliver on that. Here it felt like they hyped him up and then he never delivered fully, which is, satisfying.
And again, the point of the climax fight, even if you're not killing or giving them the same death, at least the fight, the final fight in the climax was also not like, okay, give me a simple death, but then this fight sequence and the way it's working out, like for example, Master, okay. So we knew that it's going to be Vijay, Thalapathy Vijay versus Vijay.
Yeah.
So by the end, that whole sequence in the morgue where you see, and so it was building up to that, and the villain was always pitted against him, and Thalapathy Vijay has to go through levels to reach him, right?
Yeah.
And here it was like, so he crosses the OG.
Yeah, there's no hierarchy.
Yeah, there is hierarchy, but it's not going like this. It's going down because the main killer of your brother, he is shown weak because he's hiding behind his dad, and then he's hiding with that butcher, and he doesn't really go up against Marco in the final showdown. The final showdown is between Marco and the butcher.
Yeah.
Who has nothing? Who didn't even kill his brother? The revenge was with the brother, right? Because he meant the world to him. So those are the things I think really kind of could have been, those are the choices.
Changed, the choices.
A lot of talks about
content.
Rifle Club, but guys, didn't release near me.
Same.
Yeah,
I was
so-
searching today actually that maybe I can do Barrows and Rifle Club like back to back, but it's not released, which is surprising. But it's released in Mumbai, right? You can
Not
watch.
near me also.
Okay.
It's like a little far.
Barrows released 40 kilometers, but no subtitles.
No subtitles
Yeah.
in
So
mine.
at least in
so it is
PVR
there.
they show, right, that subtitle
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
It's not even
Yeah.
showing that. So
Oh no, it's there here. So I'm watching tomorrow.
what do you
morning.
think about the whole subplot of Marco's wife, girlfriend, I think, did develop Marco's character in any way, or was it also wasted?
No, that was to like a placeholder, I feel. She had no business being there.
They could have explored, their backstory, or even even Victor and his girlfriend's backstory could have been explored. How they met, where they met. Because if he's a blind guy and they're dating, that could have been an interesting flashback.
There is a song.
I have
but-
There is a song,
I have
yeah.
the opposite opinion. I don't want any of that. Kill all of them in the beginning of the film. I just want to see Marco rampage. I just want to see every 10
Marco
minutes.
2.
I want to see an action sequence. He kills everyone brutally. Then maybe take 2 minutes break, or take 1 minute break, or don't take break. He just kills people one after the other. That's what I wanted.
I think they wanted to kind of humanize his character, like not be completely unhinged. Maybe that was what they're going for. But yeah, him going on a rampage would have also been fun to watch.
I just want to say I didn't mention Unni Mukundan's name in my review. I didn't mention anyone's name. I don't usually do that when I don't like the movie, because I don't want to target anyone particularly.
Yeah.
And I know his performance is that, but the problem is the writing was so weak that I didn't enjoy his performance. There were many moments I was
enjoyed
getting
his
frustrated
performance.
with what he's doing, his character is doing. Why are you sitting around? Why are you just sitting and
Nona is
go
like
and
so-
kill them. Go
Nona is
and
like,
kill them.
kill.
He killed your brother. You should be out every day 24 hours to find out who killed your brother if you loved him so much. Why are you coming home in the daytime just smoking, and your father, your brother is saying, like, why are we seeing drama between his aunt and who don't love the family doesn't love him and they treat him like, I don't want all this. Just kill them.
I'm enjoying watching Nona go on a rant like this. But yes, I understand your frustration.
Uh,
But I enjoyed Unni Mukundan's performance a lot. I think he really carried the film for me. I enjoyed watching him on screen. For me, though, he was amazing. He gave me a very good action. I want to see
Joker
him in
says
more.
Joker says he doesn't do that because he's a human. You literally, the kids are in the film calling him Satan. He's the devil. The devil has come.
Wrong guy. Wrong.
He's a wrong guy. Like, I want to see that wrong guy. I don't want a human.
By the way, another common thing between Animal and this movie is that the police doesn't care what's going on. This is
I felt that whole sequence where that police also, even that also
Police
didn't make any
is
sense. That the
But
guys,
here, police is there.
No,
Yeah.
Police is there.
But by the time that guy gets killed,
Yeah.
who gives the pen drive to the family doctor,
Yeah.
after that there is no mention of police. Like police's job is done.
Is done.
Okay, now they are not even aware what's going on.
I'm okay with those loopholes, to be very
NK
honest.
Creation says if they added a burial scene between the climax fight and the family mass murder, it would have been so much better instantly. But then it will break the logic that the kid is still alive. The baby is still alive for so many time.
Oh yeah, man. That
So
is-
It has to be immediately after that, yes, because
first of all, baby, can a baby even survive the way?
I'm not even
was
going there,
delivered?
Keshav. I'm not even
The way
going
it was
there.
delivered.
let's not.
The baby has a DNA of Marco's bloodline, so he can. Okay, that's the answer. I don't care about that. But
He
like that
just
baby
wanted
should
more
have
killing,
bathed in
basically.
blood. The baby should have bathed in blood of the villains. That's the brutality should have happened in the climax, but it didn't.
And
What?
I mean, the butcher's motivation is also, I didn't find it enough for him to, go all the way to
I
just...
found it so funny that he goes to the
Yeah.
butcher, our father, and we cut to a flashback of the father making these two kids meet, saying, "Your
Yeah.
brothers, I have another marriage," and they're like,
Correct.
most films, what you see that they hate each other, right? That the other family my
Yeah,
father
exactly,
has. This is
exactly.
strict handshake. Arey, I got a
They're
brother.
These are like the convenient writing is what we call it, right?
There are some flaws in the screenplay. Still, Marco is the best action delivered or executed ever. No doubt, but
No
yeah.
doubt, we agree with your.
Leon is saying-
we are only talking
Abhishek,
about
I'm
a
not
screenplay.
avoiding your question. Wait.
No, Leon is saying, I think Mollywood is not your cup of tea. Leon, you should check all 3 of our channels and see
Yeah.
the amount of
You know-
Malayalam cinema we cover.
This is something I
And
realized.
why we are so passionate about
Yeah.
Malayalam
I don't know
movies
who said
when
it.
it comes to screenplay.
But someone said that we don't realize sometimes that maybe when someone is watching a video, this is the first video they're watching. So there's so many
Yeah,
comments
yeah,
in
yeah,
my
yeah.
review, right? You hate Mollywood. You are a Bollywood guy. This guy. I'm like, it's clearly this guy doesn't know. I get hate that I only talk about Mollywood. I talk about Malayalam films.
Yeah, it's
I'm there,
both
this
ways.
and that. Like whatever suits your narrative.
It's
Okay,
okay.
as you said
That's
about
like- that's
logic,
fine.
left me ask you something. Do you agree about Allu Arjun fighting while wearing sari? Just ask Amrita is possible or run at her. Dude, the film is Pushpa. They said that the hero can do anything. This is his
Marco
world.
also it is like
Marco
that,
is not
nah.
that.
Marco
I'm
is
saying
also
that
like
they
that.
don't do. That's what I'm saying. They don't do that. It's not his world. Stupid villains are running it, and he's just following them. He doesn't kill them also properly. That's my problem.
Guys,
Even Marco
guys,
should have. He
very
wore the
difficult
suit,
to
right?
convince Nona.
He wore the suit, right?
Yeah, he
Marco
wore
at
the
the
suit.
end. Then he should have
Yeah.
destroyed everyone. He didn't do it like how Allu Arjun destroyed everyone. That's what I
He
wanted.
destroys everyone. He saves the kid.
No, so Nona is saying कि ईंट का जवाब पत्थर से नहीं
पत्थर
दिया।
से नहीं दिया. ईंट का जवाब पत्थर से नहीं दिया.
ईंट का जवाब वैसे मिट्टी से दिया।
Thank you, Varun, for becoming a member.
Have you guys seen any of Unni Mukundan's work before? Like,
Yeah.
this was the first film
Have
I saw.
I?
So, what kind of
Malikapuram. Have you
No,
guys
I
he-
don't think I have.
is he a good actor?
Even
मतलब-
Yeah, he is.
Even-
I really liked Malikapuram. I liked him in that.
That's also
a
a
lot.
reason I couldn't really comment about the performance. I don't know how much different it was. Maybe that's the reason
Very
that
different.
he's so
That's
different
why
in his
I
other films
loved
that
it.
it's.
That's why I loved
think he
it, yes.
also had one more film this year. Jay. This is kind of superhero film. Guys, what was that? Jay Ganesh or something?
Which one?
There was one more film he did this year. He's on the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Oh, I have not watched
Yeah,
that. I have not watched that. I think after Malikapuram, I'm watching this one.
And a little bit of a tribute to Salman Khan also when his shirt gets torn at the end.
Jai
Yes.
Ganesh, yeah, Jai Ganesh it is.
Nona, you should watch Unni Mukundan's Mallu Singh.
I've been told a lot. I think it's is it a No, it was remade as Chupke Chupke if I'm not wrong. Jai Ganesh, yes, got it, guys. I think Unni is not popular, but it's not work Marco and work. Yeah, I think.
I think with
Not
Marco
Mukundan.
is getting a lot of hype, right? Unni Mukundan.
So okay, I'll tell you something after the stream. I'm unsure about it, so don't want to make a public statement.
Okay.
Michael is the film you all need to watch right after Marco. But yeah, someone said he dies in that film, right? So they've even changed his character. Someone said in the chat, so I'm not sure.
Acha.
Unni Mukundan did many action roles before, and for the past 6 years, he did some family-oriented movies. This was comeback as action film. See, my only thing is that the action is really well done, technically solid film. I want to rave about the movie, but I cannot because for me, basic writing is really important, and I cannot justify it in my own mind. So I cannot really, tell other people and justify it to them.
I like Nirmal's comment. Marco fans are just like Marco characterization in the movie, single dimensional. Many not able to understand the critics and the points being put forward.
Which is crazy, right? Because usually, if say you have a different opinion in a Malayalam film, people come up with logical justification that okay,
And
this
they're
is my
open-
point of view.
they're
Very
open to criticism, yeah.
very much open to criticism. So I'm really shocked that you said
But
got
somebody
trolled
also-
heavily.
Somebody
in the
also did
comments.
comment that most of this backlash is coming from Gen Z Malayalam watcher viewers
Okay.
who are still new and they have not got as much exposure. As
Acha,
you would
okay.
expect.
Interesting. Any interesting questions we have in the chat?
Yeah, so I'm being asked in KGF 2, Rocky and Adhira could have easily killed each other, but they didn't because of Rocky lost his girlfriend. What?
Are you guys expecting Marco 2 now after the success?
Of course.
Yes.
They kind of set it up in the end. I didn't understand that scene.
By the way, was there any post-credit scene?
Yeah, that they're on the beach. The kid has grown up.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I walked out during end credits.
No.
What was it?
There was so they are basically on the beach, and the kid is grown up, like you
Yeah.
can say 7-8 years old. He's sitting there, and then 8 cars come in. There is a close up of a hand which has a ring on it, and then
Ring,
he
yeah.
looks behind. The kid is gone, and then he's like angry, something like
man.
that.
I had no idea that there's going to be.
So second part definitely is gonna happen.
I walked out majorly because of the loud background score. We should talk about that as well because it was non-stop. First of all, it's not even needed at places. It was loud. It was non-stop. It was spoon feeding. So absolutely, as a musician,
That
didn't-
perspective.
I didn't like the way they treated. Like background scores quality was good, but there's a way to use it, and also there's a way to not use it. Where to not use it? That's more important. So they kept having it back to back to back. There were hardly a couple of scenes where it was just dialogues and nothing else was there. But otherwise, it didn't make sense at so many places. The same scene could have been way more efficient if it was just dialogues and no music behind. So I don't know why they went with this kind of a treatment.
Guys, a lot of comments about they
Pushpa
said
2?
it's action film only, so don't expect story. That cannot be a justification to not have good writing. Good writing, forget good writing. Writing is a must for a movie to work. You cannot say just because action is there, it's okay or it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, it's a movie. Then don't call it a movie. Why the comments are behaving like Hindi Big Boss? No. Some CK said this is the most fun a live discussion about a movie.
Yeah.
If,
Because I think we are having several opinions here, so it's
Yeah, most of the times we
fun.
do have similar opinions. So
Yeah, but here we have different opinions.
if
That's
Allu
why.
Arjun can survive in a container, then newborn can survive in open air.
I agree with that comment.
Oh, come on.
I
Allu
agree
Arjun
with
is a
that
grown-up
comment.
man. And it's the kid is born for
I-
just a minute and he's
okay, I'm not even gonna
But
say anything.
I'm saying ki if we are suspending the reality, then let's just go all out.
even there is a limit.
See, there's a limit to a creative liberty, right? But again, I'm not even going there for Marco. See, these things, these like the guy should have been passed out or dead with the hand cut with the blood. The
Obviously.
Jagadish character should have been dead by the time they would have reached there with the loss of blood. I'm not asking those questions. Those questions are least of my worries. My thing is that
Your
from
thing is
scene A to
writing.
B, B to C, it should make sense. Riaz Khan was coming in the post-grade scene. Okay, I have no idea
Marco
who that is.
IMDb 8.6. How? Asks Abhiraj.
A lot of people are
Wait for
liking
it.
the
It'll come down. I think I checked day before. It was 9.3.
Yeah. I checked it was 9.5 or something on the
And
day
these
of
are
its
also, by
release.
the way, these are also marketing gimmicks, like
Yeah.
because IMDb is public voting, right? Anybody can vote. So,
Yeah.
by
Have you ever voted in IMDb?
only
have you
for the
voted?
movies that I have scored.
I've
Nona, don't
never done
worry
it.
about
I've never
hate.
done it.
When movie comes on OTT, the same people. It's okay. I really, it's.
No, it's all fine. I mean, there are different opinions. I think when I posted my review yesterday, I think one of the first comments was like that only because I also talk about the screenplay being, not satisfactory. And I think somebody wrote that John Wick wala, oh, if John Wick kills a dog, it's logical for you and this and that. So you praise it because it's a Hollywood film and you don't praise it if it's a film from your country. I'm like, but you don't know if I like John Wick or not.
Yeah, I saw that comment. I saw
might-
that.
Yeah.
My point is that we are the same people, who rave about a RRR, who rave about a really well-made film. And then there are people commenting saying, what nonsense you are raving about. This is nothing in front of, Hollywood films. Like we are every time in the.
That conversation will always happen. That conversation will always happen.
don't
And
miss-
I think you got so many Pushpa 2 comments because the timing
Arey,
also
it's
of the
Pushpa 2
release.
today. 2 years ago, it was something else. It's not new for me. There have many popular films which people love and I didn't like, I'll always be like that. So don't expect me that some are saying, why did you find this logic in that film, this film? Every film has a different context to it. You have to understand that. If it was a Bollywood film, it was a Tamil film. I remember for Leo, for Vikram, I said I love first half. I didn't like second half. Climax was really, I didn't enjoy it at all. I got hate for that also.
Or Vikram?
For Vikram climax, I thought the first half is so perfect that second half climax makes
I
no
loved it.
logic sense there.
Ah.
That the kid again in that kid, Fahad first takes him away, then they bring the kid back, and like the geographically, it's not making sense where we are, why we are doing. So I felt this. It felt like it was rushed that they had to finish the film. The script was not ready for that sequence.
Yeah.
Why is this guy saying, "Don't worry, Keshav, the kid will also die in Michael"?
In Michael?
What does that mean?
OTT version will have 8 minutes extra. Okay, let's
Is
see.
Marco a prequel to Michael?
It is a prequel, soft reboot of a spin-off of the
No, is it a prequel?
So
or
in
is it a
Michael, there's a
prequel?
character named
Marco.
Marco. And
I think that's the perfect parody you can for. You should change your title of the review now.
Macro.
Yes.
Marco's macro review.
Oh, Chupke Chupke is a remake of Punjabi House, not Mallu Singh. Okay. Out of context, Mammootty for Brahmayuga, Asif Ali for KKK, Level Cross, who will win the state award? I have no idea, man.
I have not watched Level Cross yet. So many people last time said watch. I'm gonna watch it.
Level
this
Cross is
weekend.
also a movie I personally...
You didn't like?
Yeah, I
So many people have recommended me. I'm like, okay, this weekend I'm watching.
even the
Level
Raid
Cross.
series. I've not seen Raid series, guys, so cannot comment. Both films in many ups and action. Yeah, but I have seen a lot of people compare, Raid films with John Wick and all. Like, again, John Wick. If you think John Wick has no story, it's just he just goes kills people, and you're not giving enough thought on that. They literally set up a whole underground world, a fictional world within that same movie where the hero doesn't say much, he just goes kill people. So you see, the thing is,
No,
try to understand the thing and not
Today.
just be at one extreme and this is everything is sick and not macro Marco is the best, or if Marco is the worst and everything else is the best. Even I'm not saying that,
So Nona, did you like Pupsha more than Macro?
I literally was thinking what that film is.
Oh, definitely he did.
People are saying the kid like passes away in Michael.
Commit suicide in Michael.
Hey, don't say that word on YouTube. The S word.
I'll get say unalive.
Yeah. Not live, not living.
Not live, not living.
Wait until April, guys. The most high Malayalam Impuram is getting to release. Even I'm not a fan of Lucifer also, so I've got that hate also.
Yeah.
Script is the backbone of...
You did enjoy Lucifer also. It was fun movie.
Lucifer, I didn't like the stakes that the hero was never... There was no stakes. The hero, like, what is hero fighting? What is he coming up? He's the hero. He can do, like, even... Again, I'm bringing it back. Pushpa... There's something.
See, this is why you are getting
there is a
trolled.
conflict. There has to be a conflict the hero needs to overcome, right? I know he will overcome. He's the hero, but I need to see a process of it.
Yeah, but see, if you are talking about Pushpa, the main conflict, like, okay, if I am talking about myself, I went in with the expectation that the final fight or the final showdown is going to be Fahad versus Allu Arjun. But that
is the expectation.
Point.
That is the expectation.
But that is how they have set up the first film. Okay, and in the second half, the climax fight becomes completely something else. So I can also bring in that same logic. Na?
I know Siddique has started it again.
Suddenly becomes like, oh, I have to save my sister-in-law. Why? That is not the main plot
I can argue that they didn't suddenly put it out. They literally set up the new...
And there is a flip on Pushpa's character.
The point of Fahad's character and the setup of the new villain is actually done really like with the process, with the narrative.
It's rushed. There is no... Like,
no,
why is that
I agree
Fahad's
character is done injustice.
Yes.
But my point to that was that I knew it will happen because you cannot have anyone go over Allu Arjun.
I'm applying the same logic of... the screenplay of getting from point A to point B that you are saying about Marco. I am applying the same logic of Pushpa also. Like, that is not the Pushpa story. I am not come for him to see that, oh, he's saving, the final showdown is him saving the sister-in-law. No. Like, I'm saying that. So it had to be Fafa and AA. Double A and FA.
The movie is not called. The movie is not called Pushpa versus Fahad, right?
But then the villain,
Marco,
the villain in Pushpa 2, the final climax wala villain, then also he's like a placeholder villain only. No, he's not.
Yeah,
the main
he
villain.
is. I'm not disagreeing. But the point of that whole action sequence is of him getting back together with his family. What he always longed for.
The family angle is there.
That is set up from the first film. That's his score, right? His character score. That the whole point he's become Pushpa is that he wants identity in this world, which he always lacked in his life.
Okay, fine. I agree with that. But still, for me also it doesn't make logical sense, right? Ki suddenly your first half is a totally different film and second half is a totally different plot point.
Second half, almost half is him trying to...
defending it, right? See, that's how people are defending this movie also. It's the logic that I'm applying here.
My defense is that there is a sequence, they have set it up. Your Marco, when we talked about Marco, your defense is not that. You are agreeing that it's not making any logical sense, but you are letting it go. I'm saying I'm not animal. In Pushpa, if there was a sequence where this happens and this
In
happens, and it
Pushpa
makes
also I
no
let it
sense.
go. In Pushpa also I let it go. I am saying that I have applied the same logic in Marco also. In Pushpa also I was like, yeah, it's Allu Arjun. So yeah, fine, it's fine. But I would have loved if Fafa had gotten like the bigger piece, even not like Allu Arjun, but still a bigger piece of the pie, which he did not get. And that how you have set it up in the first film. So I was disappointed in that aspect. So that's what I'm saying. See, disbelief and everything, I also left it when I walked in to watch Pushpa 2. But then I am applying the same thing to Marco as well, na?
I wish I had seen Pushpa, man. I could have participated in
Yep.
this conflict.
Someone was asking Sukshada Mardarshini, guys, you already reviewed, talked about it.
Reviewed it.
By the way, credit where due, absolutely love the color grading on the film. Like, you know, it's
Cinematography.
Dude, it didn't even look
Editing.
like Kerala. Like it
Yeah.
looks, I don't know where they shot it, or did they just the color palette, like the color grading. It literally like
and some of the
I felt like I'm in a different world.
The drone angles where the car is going on in a big green field, and you know there's a
Yeah.
small road.
Yeah.
It really feel like India. It looked like Europe or something.
Has it been fully shot in Kerala only? Like, I'm just asking because they
I
could have shot it in
guess. I don't
different
know.
locations.
Maybe people can tell us.
Yeah. But the color grading and even editing, I really like the editing of the action sequences, even cinematography. Like I like the way they've cut the frames that
It's
way.
shot in Munnar.
Really, one of my favorite places that I've visited in India.
Munar, yeah, everyone's saying that.
Stereotype filter.
What?
Somebody said a word color grade. Stereotype filter.
Baby John, guys, haven't seen it, so cannot comment.
You were supposed to go today, no?
Not today, I didn't
You're
go.
not-
Tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
Do you guys
Munnar
feel
40
that
coach.
a lot of these violent films are coming back to back with the guns and all in every
Angry
movie?
Young Man era is back
Like,
after Amitabh Bachchan.
I mean, when was the last time you saw a movie which you enjoyed which didn't have a single gun in it? Can you name a movie like that?
Premalu.
A year ago almost.
I mean, this year only, I'm saying.
Yeah, but
2024. Then, yeah, it's very few. Most of it has been like.
I miss those kind of movies where you would just have no violence and
Even now, that's becoming rarity. Like even Malayalam cinema has announced 3 zombie films.
Yeah, I saw
But
your.
All of them are
story
kind
also.
of maybe different. Not one is very serious and very supernatural kind of. One is kind of horror comedy. That's the vibe it's giving.
Crick Santa is saying I support Keshav. Silence is the best. It's because I've not seen even Pushpa 1. That's why I couldn't.
Nikesh is saying editing of the whole movie was abrupt, maybe because of censorship. But that's because of the in action
Nona is
sequences,
again
right?
going to it.
In the action sequences, that would cause action sequence actually edited really well. So
Yeah.
I don't know if
The
that
action
works.
sequence editing is the highlight.
Okay, I just want to take this. Guys,
Which
I
one?
didn't call Pushpa 2 masterclass. I called it master class. I thought it's a great, use of the title, good title for the video.
I leave
And
it
everyone
to
is
you.
taking it.
I'm not
I'm
saying
calling it a
anything.
masterclass movie. I'm like, it's
And you
master class. I put in a hyphen.
You couldn't have used it for your master review as well. So it makes sense here.
Did I use it? No, I didn't use it. But I
Somebody
was so
saying-
happy, I came, oh, this is so cool. I can master class. It'll be fun.
Somebody is saying, can Bollywood make a movie like Marco in the budget of 30 crore? Wasn't Kill a low budget movie as well?
Kill is a low budget film.
I think in an interview, Karan Johar said 40 crores because they had to build the train and all.
Okay.
But it's not, see, I'll again, that's not a benchmark for a film, right? They did it in 30 crores. If anyone else can do, that means it's great. Let's not go there, no.
No, I feel
Let's not
Malayalam
do-
movies have always utilized their budget very efficiently.
Then, yeah,
They are known
that's
for
one of the-
making
yeah.
really, really good
That's
films
one of their
with limited
talents.
budget. Yeah.
The director of Romancham passed away.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, somebody has Aditya Babu's comment. Any updates about Romancham remake in Hindi? The director unfortunately passed away, is what he's.
Oh, the Hindi remake, maybe. That
No,
was the
the-
Hindi remake, I think.
Any idea, Romancham 2? When is it happening? We are getting the second part, na?
Fala says, I didn't like the film that much, like Nona. Problem that I had was Marco is prequel of Michael, so a lot of characters in Marco are not in Michael. So, which means those characters will die in Marco.
Okay.
Abhishek is saying, do one thing, guys. Just
React.
react to Nona's Marco review.
But we'll get a copyright strike,
I
guys.
will do that. Huh? Should I do that?
We can do that
Go
right
ahead.
now.
Go
Nona
ahead.
can share his screen right now.
Yes. Yes, Nona.
You guys want to really
let's
do
go.
that?
Yeah, let's let people also react live right now who have not seen. And
Yeah.
I've also not seen.
Nona,
so-
do one thing. Just check the dislike count right now, and then
Oh,
check
it's
it
actually
after.
low, huh? Like considering the amount of
Flag you're getting.
yeah, it's actually quite low.
Maybe you have brainwashed those people now, and they are on your side.
No, dude, if someone enjoyed the film, had a good time, I'm no one to tell them no, you are wrong. That's not my objective. I wanted to really like the film, and these are the reasons I didn't. I'm tripping on Aaj Ki Raat song from last week. Eh?
Oh, it's sung by my friend.
Oh,
Sweet.
So are we doing it
I
right
didn't
now?
watch
The
the
reaction?
movie. Really, guys?
It's only
Do you
5
want
minutes
to?
long. Come on.
Hey, 6 minutes. Someone said something.
Nona keep pushing. So this is now, see, when RRR was there, you were putting so many videos of RRR,
Yeah.
so that became like a thing.
You know, I'll say
RRR.
something. I'll
now
say
it's gonna
something.
be Nona and Pushpa.
In my RRR review, in March, it came out, right? That time in my review, I talked about Oscars for this film. It was nowhere close discussion. So long later, the Oscar discussion even like came on because it went viral in US.
Yeah.
So just saying it.
What about
Mohanlal
Kishkinda
Avesham Romancham
Kandam?
director Jitu Madhavan is happening, yeah. Bro, what about Kishkinda Kandam? What about it?
What about it? We love it. Excellent film. Master class. That film is mwah.
The Fall Guy is the best film of the year for me. I didn't
If you
enjoy
have
Fall
not
Guy.
watched our reviews, please do. For Kishkinda
Take
Kandam.
one more Hollywood
By
film
the
I
way,
enjoyed.
do people know of your 25 the theory?
Hey, shh.
What? What's happening? Please,
Offline.
please in my group.
Offline, we'll talk about it.
WhatsApp. The WhatsApp, what is
Arey.
what's the deal?
The list I had sent you. Yeah.
Okay.
By the
Don't
way,
say
I
anything.
really,
That's happening on.
Hey, shh.
Okay.
I just want to put this out that. So I said this in my review also. I'm sure a lot of these people don't know of my channel or my review.
All things cinema podcast.
Yes. Thank you. So what I really love this year is that the same year when we get a movie like Marco from Malayalam cinema, most violent, same year we get a Golden Globe nomination from All We Imagine As Light. So, the opposites, the extremes of Malayalam cinema this year has been so contrasting.
Yeah.
And by the way, there are some people who don't own up to All We Imagine As Light as a Malayalam film because on my
Yeah,
channel.
even I'm not sure if you want to call it.
Why not?
I don't think it's very. See, what defines which language the film is? Like, do you consider as a language which language the film is in, or where it is set, or by whom it's made? Like,
I think
how to
language,
define?
the language the lead characters are talking in.
I would say
because see, like Muthon is called a bilingual film because it's like Malayalam, Hindi.
But I think the director herself has also told in a couple of interviews that it is a Malayalam film.
yeah.
Then it is a Malayalam film.
If she says it, then yeah.
Yeah,
no
she said it.
point of
I
discussion
think
there.
I saw that it is probably playing. Let me also check because
Yeah, it has
tomorrow
re-released.
it has re-released. Yes, because I
told
just
you,
saw
right?
today because I wanted to check like for Barrows because I'm going tomorrow morning. So if possible, I don't know if it's still there or not because I saw that it really released. So
She tweeted today that this is the last week it's going to be in theaters.
oh no, it's gone. Shit. Gone.
Some people are happy in the chat for you.
For whom?
you for Barrows?
Me? Happy in the
Uh,
sense? Why? Malab, will I be disappointed? Don't say anything. It's okay. I just want to see how he has directed the movie. Like, what was his vision and all. I'm very interested to see that.
Nona, NK Creations has a comment for you. He's got a new caption for your Pushpa review.
yeah, there's so many master.
What, where? Yeah,
I don't mind that.
This.
Having Malayalis as a major audience is like a double-edged sword. It's good, man. It's good to have discussion. If a Hollywood director comes to India and directs a Malayalam, will Nona call it a Hollywood movie or Malayalam movie? Okay, I'll ask you one thing. Is Slumdog Millionaire an Indian film?
No. Not for me.
Yeah.
No, it's set in India, but it's not.
I'll leave it to you now. I went to Barro's show, was cancelled due to low footfall. Nona Pushpa better love story than
Today,
Twilight.
same thing, because I wanted to catch the evening show, but they cancelled it. So they're like, no, we are changing it to tomorrow.
That happened with me in that.
Because I wanted to do it back to back, like Baby John and Barrows. So
what's that Malayalam film from Sue something?
Sukshma Darshini.
Yes, so I went for that. It got cancelled because of low footfall. Then I went the same day. After that, I went for I Want to Talk. Abhishek. That also got cancelled. Same day, I had to do such.
Oh. No, because I booked the ticket like after I went out of the theater today. So they're like, they've cancelled the show. So I was like, you do my advance booking right now. Give me the ticket. Give me the physical ticket. And because I'm coming then tomorrow, don't cancel the show. Hopefully, they're like, no, if we cancel, we'll refund you. I'm like, Arre baap re. So there's still a possibility, though, because they said that they minimum need 2 bookings, like 2 people. So I was still the first one to book for tomorrow's show.
By the way, are you guys like excited for Barrows? Like I don't feel that same sort of hype.
It's for me. I'm excited in the sense that firstly, I just want to see how he has directed because it's his directorial debut. Plus, it's a children's film, so I don't know. I like watching these kind of films, which is like a fantasy kind of film. Generally, during this holiday season, I just watched Mufasa like this Monday. In fact, I watched Mufasa. It was like very generic, but I liked it. It was enjoyable.
But especially after how Marco is doing, even in Kerala, I doubt people are
no,
be excited.
Barely any hype. There's no like a hype like okay, Mohanlal is directing it. Like you would expect it to have that kind of hype, but it's not there because when I did the trailer reaction, that was the discourse in the comments also. That they are not also promoting it. Like the makers are itself not promoting it that way. Like they're not going all guns blazing. So that's what the conversation is. So they're like, they'll just test the waters because they'll see if it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I have still gotten mixed reviews. Like in my Instagram DMs, they're like, okay, this is a good film. This is the good point. This is the pros. These are cons. So I'm like, let's see. Right? I'm so just going to go and enjoy.
Sangeet is saying Burrows is a below average movie. Children are angry at me after I showed them.
Really? Really? It'll be interesting to watch.
Please don't show your children Marco.
Empuran has the highest hype in Kerala, and I'm sure.
Do you so you said no that those kid actors were made to sign a contract.
Parents
were made to sign. Do you think that it'll have any sort of psychological effect on those kids?
No, I don't
see the way they were killed.
No, but I think how it's shot. No, it's like they don't know what's really happening.
Yeah.
They are told to just shout or just
later on when they watch it.
When they
I don't think
up,
today
they will not watch it now. They will not
of course,
be
that
allowed.
they'll watch it.
Yeah, they will not be allowed only.
Marco, I have question to people who say there is no plot. What plot was there in John Wick 1? We talked about it in the past. You can go rewind back.
This has been discussed.
One thing we can agree.
Yeah,
Staircase sequence is the best.
There's
I really,
no way you're convincing Nona today.
I really
Guys,
in the
he's
in
very
the
disappointed.
staircase sequence, right? I'm like, okay, now they'll cut. Now they'll cut, and but I love that they kept going. They kept
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
He's going
I
up. He's
loved
going
it.
up. He's going up.
And
He's
I
going
loved,
up.
so for the music part, I loved that there was no music in that sequence. Like it was just dishum, dishum, dishum.
Like I could tell
There, so
when
you
the
could
cut is
feel the
happening,
impact.
like as in
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they
yeah.
cut to black, and you can tell. But yeah, it's like for a general public, I think it'll not able to catch it.
Yeah, it will actually feel like a long shot.
Was it also inspired from any Hollywood movie that staircase
No idea.
fight scene? I read it in a review.
Daredevil has a lot of sequences. There's a
Monkey Man
staircase.
also had something like that.
There's a I have not seen Monkey Man yet. There's a staircase sequence in Daredevil. There's a what's called corridor fight, which is a one take fight. Daredevil's fighting. It's very famous. I'm sure there'll be some.
Kid hanged in Marco is producer's daughter, by the way.
Acha, the
Okay.
girl who got.
But I feel sorry
That
for
his
the
own
guy
children,
who's
okay.
super cylinder.
Oh, bhai, so that was very, very bad. Brutal tha wo to bilkul hi, matlab.
And I really felt
And I was
bad.
like, they're showing it. Yeah, man.
I really felt bad for those poor nurses who were there for delivery and for no reason.
Bechare. Tapak liye.
I was thinking, will he let her go? Will he let her go?
Old boy,
Man,
yes.
the thing.
Old boy. Aura has said so that staircase sequence is
Ganesh,
inspired
yeah.
from Old Boy.
Old Boy also has that kind of what do you say?
No, I'm not. Watched Than
John Wick
Matra
4 is a
and
staircase.
Brahmaram.
Okay.
I think we have all watched Than Matra, right?
I am not.
Or
I
Chayama.
have, yeah.
I have. It's reviewed on the channel as
Marco
well.
and Michael are not related. They just have similar characters. Okay.
Mammootty.
Rifle Club, guys.
Mohanlal-
Rifle Club didn't release. Sorry.
No, Rifle Club is not here in any theater in the theaters.
Mammootty, Mohanlal, Fahad, Kunchako, Nayantara, Mahesh Narayanan film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very excited.
Even
That's
Fafa,
2025
right?
release?
Is that also a violent film, like a guns and all that kind of stuff?
It's like
Is
a
it?
spy thriller
See,
kind
again,
of a
of
thing.
course, then guns are.
Then guns are there, obviously.
It's
I've heard really good things about Rifle Club, though. I don't know why it's limited release.
Craig Santa says it's so sad child actors have to wait until they're 18 to watch their own film. Of course, guys, they'll watch it before that.
Isn't
Considering
Anurag Kashyap is
in Rifle Club, yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
turned actor man now.
Hanuman Kind is also in it. Wow.
Yes. The trailer was nice. It was interesting. Like I found the plot, whatever I could guess from the trailer, very interesting. So
I though stopped
not really.
watching trailers long back.
Anything else, guys? Let us know. Again, guys, Rifle Club is even smaller. Okay, Rifle Club not released. Nona, what you like in Pushpa 2 when Kerala audience watched it? Please comment.
Pushpa 2 is
I have
now not going to read.
full review you can check out on Pushpa 2 and to know my thoughts.
Anurag Kashyap is in every movie. He was in Vidutalai also.
Yeah, he's in Vidutalai also.
You watched? It released with subtitles?
No, I went no subtitles, yeah.
Yeah, same. No subtitles.
The scene where kid gets dashed by cylinder is dash and dash in the movie, but wait for the uncut. Oh my god, can't imagine. I'm telling you guys, it's not gonna come on OTT. They're not gonna take that risk.
Yeah.
Cyrus stole the show
क्या
from me.
जॉश का कमेंट ले लो तुम्हें बहुत देर से पूछ रहा है.
Josh, now I'm typing about this for a long time now. You can't answer this. If you are too much focused on storyline, KGF Rocky got chance to kill Adira with truck full of people with guns. He mentions there, right, that you let me go, I'll not kill you. I'll also let you go. That's his this, right, that he wants to appear over. If he literally says that line. He is the guy who wants to always stay on the top. He said, if I kill you, you let me go. If I kill you, you owe me. I don't want that. There's literally a dialogue like that there. Again, you are trying to find in one scene this. Why are you going to KGF? Let's stick to Marco, no? The point that you have to go to another film to justify your point in this film, that tells you something is wrong.
Somebody asked if you had to choose one out of Animal or Marco as your favorite action movie.
Action.
I don't consider Animal action, man.
Action, Animal.
So what about between Kill and Marco?
Kill, of course. Any day.
I think Kill, in terms of the staging, the action and the whole staging, because it's like limited space. You don't get a lot of films like that. No, it's just in the train. I think that setup is really cool.
Fun fact, a year ago, I was in a flight and the lead actress in Kill, I'm forgetting her name, she was sitting right next to me and she was reading Kill's script at that time.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
That's a very good. It's a fun fact.
Yeah.
I like this fact.
Like she had put her headphones on so that nobody disturbs her, and she had a screenplay, and I saw the title.
To the three of you, as action movie, as they characterize Animal or Marco, choose one. Again, I don't consider Animal an action film, right? Like that was a big thing, right, in Animal, that people thought animal violence, this and that. I would say the impact of the not beheading, like the throat cutting sequence, it kind of not moves you, but it's more what do you say, horrific for me than what I saw in the climax for me, because the emotional that, like, you first of all, Animal got it there first, basically got it there the first time I saw something like this, in a movie theater in such kind of a film. So that also throws you off. And you're not expecting that. So that has a higher impact value. But yeah, for me, that again, one moment of killing someone has bigger impact than just killing everyone, which you never connected to them as a character.
Srikesh is very generous. He's saying, I hope the creator hears these comments and make the changes accordingly.
No, man, I don't see. I don't know, man.
Oh, but that's fine, because see,
the film is doing well. Maybe they didn't do anything wrong. It's me. Something wrong with me.
Coming back to your Pushpa, so
now I didn't do it, guys.
I'm doing it. No. I'm justifying the point is that because see, in the first Pushpa, there was a lot of backlash of his character not respecting women, and also they kind of overcompensated for that. So they listened to the negative criticism. So they listened to the criticism and they flipped his character sketch for 2 completely. So it's not like, they don't listen, the producers or the makers, they do.
After seeing Marco, I feel Kabir Duhan Singh Cyrus should have been cast in Dr. G. Oh, okay. Oh my God. That's deep cut, Ashwin. That's deep cut. Nice. It took me a while to understand that. Nice one. Are Dr. G, he plays this, no?
Yeah.
Gynecologist.
Yes. For a quick delivery. Call Cyrus.
Nona watched the film series Nadukut. You watched the first film. Yes, I know. I have to get back to that. And did anyone like Amran and Lucky Bhaskar, guys?
Yes, I watched both.
By the way, you
really good films.
got 2,000 votes and 88% are saying amazing. And 2% votes for Pushpa 2. I can't believe you put that as an option.
I do, man. However, it's fun. Thoughts on swapping Marco and Kill cast?
What would that achieve?
Not much, right? What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, what would that achieve?
The Kill cast in Marco with the same writing, it will not change anything.
And
Nona will have the same opinion, guys.
See, at least in Kill, the female character made sense. In Marco, they couldn't achieve anything with his fiance's character anyway. So
yeah, I mean, if she was not even there, it wouldn't have made any difference.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh no! A fun fact: the director of Marco's previous film was very bad, and they gave copyright strike to every reviews. Oh man! Again, Shikesh is saying that I have no idea if that's the case.
I've not seen, but from whatever I've gathered, you have not really bashed the film, right? You've only talked about the
Someone was saying that my review 2 minutes only, I praised the film and then I don't like the term bashed. I feel I don't like that. I even said in my review that I hope I'm not coming up coming out that as I'm bashing the film. I don't like that.
You said that also.
I
You
said
put
in
that
it-
disclaimer also.
Yeah, I said no, at the end of the video. I said that that's not my intention here to just
Okay.
bash the film and say, but it just these things was. See, the thing is the bad for me outweighs all the good because the bad is so important. If the bad was not bad, it was average, the good would have outweighed it.
Okay.
And my always
Vishnu
see
is here.
if I'm
Finally.
going to watch a film, right? If I'm going to watch a mass like Goat, take Goat. My expectations are so low for that film is that even if they do something right or interesting, that becomes the face of that movie for me. Like in Goat, I love the fact that we got to see evil Vijay,
Okay.
and that's
I've not
fascinating to
watched.
me. The story is not that great, this and
Okay,
that.
I've not watched it,
But
guys.
that's
I
the-
would have wanted to, but
Yeah,
I
but
couldn't.
that fact overweighs than anything else. But a
Acha.
film, if I go with high expectations, not Marco had high expectations, but any other films that's very, very looking forward to it, everything, and even few things they don't get right, then that becomes the value that they underperformed and Goat overperformed. So that's why many times I get people comment, how could you like that film and not this film? Because it's not apples and apples, right? I'm saying this film, this was the expectation, they did better, and this film, this was the expectation and they did less. So of course the perspective of the idea or the face of that review will be that.
And Ashwin has pointed out Jagdish's coming out scene in Marco was very awkward. We have talked about it. Ganesh also, did you like the character of Jagdish?
Where? See, for me, the villains, you don't feel anything for the villains. I think that's so liking, not liking is
No,
like,
I mean, a good villain can have an effect on you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the villains here are very one-dimensional, right? So you don't feel emotionally connected. Like I
think
don't
what
feel
he meant when
like
he
I would have
was
wanted to hate the villain, but I don't feel anything. I'm glad Marco is killing everybody, but I'm not like, oh my god, yes, finally. you
But I
have
think what
killed.
he really meant was maybe like, did you like the writing of that character?
Oh, acha.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Nona, you agree with Allu Arjun National Award? I have a whole video about it. You can check it out on the channel. That'll be good. I'll get a view. And again, context. I feel what he did in Pushpa 2, the thing he pulled off as an A-list superstar, I think no one could have
I just
done it.
I just love that Pushpa 2 conversation is not leaving this whole
You should
Marco
see-
discussion
Should rename this video as Pushpa 2 versus.
versus Marco.
I always thought the Michael movie is the one I saw with Mammootty. And it's not actually that. It's the one with Naveen Pauly. So
You know Mammootty? You saw it with Mammootty?
Mammootty, as in, is a movie. What was that gangster film, guys? Mammootty
Turbo.
does. Not the Turbo. It's
Bhishma
an old one.
Parva.
It's no. It's an old
Oh,
one.
acha.
It's an old film.
Old one. Okay.
I actually slept. It was late night. This is the COVID days, and we were watching
Why
it
are
on
you
Discord.
inviting more flack towards you? You're literally confessing you slept in a Mammootty movie.
No, I never reviewed it. I never reviewed that film. Pushpa curse will haunt you, Nona. It's okay. Re. Same way it happened with RRR.
It's
Same
okay.
happened with
It's not
It's
Michael.
fine.
There's somebody's correcting. It's not Michael. It's
Mikhael.
Mikhael.
Mikhael. Are it reminded me of this Dark.
Mikhael.
Yes, NK, I agree with
So
you.
I
He
want to
couldn't
know
perform
from
as a villain.
the chat.
He
I want to
didn't have
know
any
from the
expression.
chat that what is like now Unni Mukundan's,
Career.
popularity. Like I'm sure it has like
Okay,
shot up.
one more thing I want to mention about Unni Mukundan. I think because of, I don't know what, but people say that he has some ties with a political party. Maybe that's also a reason because I didn't like the film, I got hate from the fans or something like that. That's
Really?
the theory. Someone told me that maybe that's the reason.
Okay.
But again, guys, it's all.
So Vaisak is saying Marco said that killing someone can be done by any dog or wolf, but Marco will show what is more than killing, and villains executed it.
It's not a wrong comment. I do agree. to that.
And that is the whole point of Nona's review.
Nona's anger and frustration.
He summarized it in one sentence.
See, he's good at it. For me, Kill, Marco are the best action movies in India. The action movie was over a screenplay for Kill. Okay. Great father or Abhaminder.
Superstars tag has been given to him. Is what the comment is saying.
These tags.
Okay?
Learn from Kamal Hassan. He has removed.
Yeah, he has.
You should have changed the spoiler warning for Pushpa, Kill and Marco spoiler talk. Oh, Pushpa, we didn't say spoiler. See, there's a spoiler tag on the screen right there. So,
Marco villains were over the top than hero. I mean, what over the top? Like Jagadish's character is so bland and one-dimensional. There's no expression on his face at all.
I'm just going
Aditya,
like away for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
guys.
Aditya Babu's.
Can we wrap it up? Anyway?
Yeah, sure. If Chechi can come back, we'll wrap it up. The film
I'll come back. If you're wrapping it up now, then I'll.
I just want to take this comment. The film Thada.
And then I'll just.
Yeah. The Valley got a remastered edition released in YouTube channel subtitles. It stars Mohanlal. Nona had watched it. Ashmita and Keshav should try. Hey, I watched it. I'm not. I don't know. I watched it. I watched this film. मेरा selection हो गया है? You seen that meme?
Yeah.
Which villain did you like the most in Marco? Do you have an answer? I think the last guy is the most
Menacing.
But even the way he dies, it's not good enough. I've reviewed it. I don't even know, yaar. Thadavaram. I need to check. I usually remember what I've reviewed.
Tha nahi tha. Don't worry, there are only two superstars in Malayalam industry, Mohanlal and
Oh, I have, guys.
It's the just good actors. No one is going to stay long. That's the verdict.
Animal is a copy of Godfather. Okay.
I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah,
my
we reacted to
was
that.
bursting.
Got it. Most dark hero negative shade is Mukundi Unni. Okay. Cyrus is more brutal. Marco is not that brutal. That is explanation. One thing I don't understand how Pushpa. Okay. I feel it was worth watching for. Okay, I thought you were starting the debate again.
Even though Russell Isaac from Marco is a bad guy, he's so nice with kids, sweet guy.
I don't know.
By the way, Russell also let go Victor at first because he thought he's a blind guy. So remember,
yeah.
He kills his friend but doesn't kill him at first.
You guys think Marco will be remade in Hindi? No, I think they're dubbing it. So
you never know, bro.
When has that stopped Bollywood from remaking movies?
I think now, like, at least the current films, they will not.
No, the kind of movies like Terry is remade, and the kind of movies that are working, you never know if Marco is remade.
True. Because I feel that 2025 also will get a lot of like the action massy films, the big budget ones. I don't think that it's gone. The trend is gone yet.
Russell looks like Sunny Wayne. Even I felt it was Sunny Wayne, then I didn't understand. Identity trailer reaction needed. Okay, Chechi, I think you haven't reacted. Fun fact, Unni Mukundan had a large hate from Kerala because he supports BJP after Marco release. Things changed. Okay.
After Marco release, isn't he still a BJP supporter?
Yeah. Like
no, he's saying that now people support him after the film. Those who didn't support him because of the ties.
But he still has the ties, na?
No.
It's like people stop dating Gautam Gambhir now that he's Indian head coach. But his political ties are still with BJP.
Russell is actually grandson of veteran actor Thilakan. Okay.
Oh, cool. See, Vishnu is here now. We'll get all the info. Have you cleared? Because he had some results coming in, so he He emailed me. He's like, I won't be part of the discussion.
Universal Cinema is here. Bollywood fan from Pakistan.
Vishnu, I have not seen it. Baby John tomorrow maybe. Okay, guys, let's wrap it up. I think we have gone too long.
Yeah, I have not had dinner yet.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I to had Pele.
Vishnu
So
is
I was-
cleared.
I was
Yes.
about to have.
Guys, congrats,
And then-
Vishnu, in the chat.
Cleared. Congrats, Vishnu.
Sarah put a smile on her mother's face. Such a kind man. Now the chat is getting edgy, huh?
Yeah.
I think we have reached a time where everyone's now Jay Marco by Pushpa, better than Pushpa, way better making. Imagine
This will not
Cyrus.
end, Nona.
Yeah.
So we
FF
should wrap
Club,
up.
you guys will like it. Marco didn't. Okay. It was a good discussion. Hopefully. Okay, guys. Okay. You agree, disagree, whatever you feel. Let us know. Did you enjoy the discussion? See, the point is to have enjoyment, right? Have fun.
Yeah.
To discuss movies. Like we are sitting here talking about a movie which is making a lot of money. What does it even matter what we talk about? Like, but we are still here. You know, we're passionate. We want to talk about the film.
Yes.
I hope you had
It's
fun.
okay. Like I feel that when there is like different views, it becomes more interesting.
Your poll speaks, bro. No, that is for Marco, na? I'm talking about this video. Okay, I'll end the poll also here. Before going, Michael should be watched, then it completes. Okay, but some are saying it's not connected, some are saying it's connected.
He's like, what did Vishnu clear? CA first. This thing, the
Okay.
first level, I think.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Any final thoughts, guys?
Yes, guys. I have got really less views on my reviews, so please,
Go to All Things Cinema.
please go there so that.
Okay,
I-
mine, Nona, and Keshav's views need to be same. So Nona's like what?
Maybe
2
more,
lakhs?
maybe more.
2 lakhs. What's
You know, now
your
you
view
get
on?
two this, no?
No,
Thumbnails.
I don't think I can reach there, guys. Of
course you can.
I am on 5,000. I put it yesterday. I'm on 5,000. Yes.
That's fine. So we can do this, na? So let's give me and
Nona is way ahead of both of us.
see this. Actually, it's our fault also, na? We should
Yes, we put
release
it
the
very
review.
late. Yes.
We should release the review the date the movie releases. So that's where you
Yeah.
get the maximum traction.
Nadu cut a review by Ashmita and Keshav. Okay.
Thank you,
Shikesh says I
Siddique.
subscribe to Cinema
Thank you.
Podcast. Alright, guys.
And what about my channel? Subscribe to that also.
Arey, Cheji, you don't need, huh? You don't need.
What
You
I
are
don't
way,
need?
way far away now.
What I don't need. Of course I need.
I'll be happy if my 5,000 turns 10,000 tomorrow. That's a very realistic desire.
Yeah, it is.
We have
So,
how many?
Nona, your view count is now what? 2 lakhs for this,
No,
Marco?
no.
Then
1.5.
So, Keshav and my views also need to reach 1.5.
Yes, guys.
है ना?
No, I was going to say we get two thumbnail options, right? To test thumbnails.
Yeah.
So I put two. One said bloody mess and one said not human.
हाँ.
And YouTube decided not human one is working better.
Okay.
So suddenly I'm getting, you removed your review. Now your review is not there. Arey, it's the same video, just the different thumbnails. So yeah. Also reacted to Kariko reactions. Subscribed. Okay, great. Ready not entry level, it's final level 1 group
Unni
clear.
Mukundan had bashed a reviewer for giving a negative review for Malikapuram. It was a big controversy and linked towards political party.
Oh my god. I need to go underground.
Now there's no going back.
Guys,
Nona.
if you don't see me for next 2-3 days,
Okay,
it's
guys.
the
then
last
don't-
time. Bye.
Then just watch my review and Ashmita's review. Let his
That's
count
how you
be
do
at
it.
1.5.
That's how we do it, guys. The content will not stop.
Yes.
Vishnu, it's not regarding the review. Actually, the reviewer mentioned something personal. Okay. See, that's why I don't even take names of people in my review if I'm not in favor of the film. Okay, guys, let's wrap it up. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of things coming up, and we'll see you next time. See ya. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Please check out my review. Thank you. Bye. Good night.
BJP.